with me a very, very serious issue that I need your suggestion on. I need your ideas. I need you to help. Let's try and help ourselves. Let me put it that way, okay? Steven's English, he actually tagged me in this post, and I thought that it's worth discussing here on our drive chat today, especially because children are going back to school. School is in session here and there. He's a teacher, and he says, I've been teaching for almost 8 years. The students I've taught and those I'm currently teaching in the community have a common problem. Even though I have made some progress, I believe things need to improve. The issue is that these JHS students, the junior high school students, don't respond to or ask questions, making it hard to assess their understanding. Sometimes I notice them whispering, the answer to their classmates, which to me show a lack of confidence. I've advised them several times, but the behavior continues. When I involve them in tasks during lessons, they seem uninterested. Look, I've taught in different places, both government and private schools, and those students were different. I often ask my current students how many times they studied during the week. Sometimes none of them will even say they studied once. It feels like my efforts are being wasted, and it's really demotivating. I want to try something different. Can anybody suggest some ideas? And I'm very sure, our friends who are teachers will certainly have some ideas. But, for the general public out there, this should be worrying. We all probably have ideas. I don't know what your thoughts are about this. He is a teacher. He's been teaching for 8 years, and he's found that his students in junior high school hardly respond to or ask questions. Sometimes it's hard to know whether they really understand what he's teaching. He said he's made some progress, but believe me, he says, look, it's still very demotivating. And I can understand that, especially if you're a teacher and you don't know whether the children you are teaching, they are understanding what you are teaching. The harder part is when he asks them that, did anybody study whilst they go home or something? And some of them don't even study when they go home. So parents, we have a role to play here, don't we? Do you make sure your children revise what they are taught in school and all of that? I don't know what your thoughts are about this or which angle you would want to look at this from, but give me a call, 0302-216-541. Let's discuss. If you're in the teaching fraternity and you have some strategies that you employ to make sure that your students are able to grasp what you are teaching or get them to be interested in asking questions and being vocal and boosting their confidence, maybe there's a time to share. Let me send regards to Steven's English and the Informed Teachers Network on Facebook as well for sharing this. There are lots of very interesting submissions that I'll be sharing with you as well from others who have contributed to this conversation. Some identify as a lack of confidence. Some also suggest how we can make the class interesting. I don't know what your thoughts are. Give me a call, 0302-216-541. Hello.
Hello, Lexis.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. Otibuatin from Tema.
Okay, Otibuatin, let's hear you.
Lexis, it's a big problem in this country. In the big problem, I think only Ghana. Because nowadays, the children are focused on mobile phones. And one thing I've seen that even I'm a tailor, the child will come to me. It's going to it's dress have turned. He used tomorrow to school. He'll wait till weekend you wait. Until the late is going to school day, you bring to me. Please wait for me. I said you close Friday. Why do you want it Saturday, Sunday late evening? You come and knock my door to come and work for you. What are you doing on Saturday? I don't know what you're solving them. They are focused on joking, playing. If they go to school, let's just once I'll tell the teacher that it should be friend with them. If you are friend with them and chat to them and know them what they learn, you should be friends with them. Because one of my friend teacher told me that I have a guy who is always is a zero boy. The boy is not clever, but always come to school, ask the boy simple question. You want the boy to talk. As the boy speaking, I think the boy getting interested in what his teacher is doing. So it should rather start with friendly conversation with them.
Okay.
If you start friendly communication, all of them will come what is teaching about.
Okay. That's a very interesting strategy as well. I'm grateful. I mean, what we're looking for today is solutions and ideas. So this is a very good one. Thank you so much, Oti Boating. Hello.
Hi, Lexis Bill. Good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon, brother. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Hey. Okay, Pakujo. Glad you're here.
It's a tricky one, but I don't think that it's a peculiar problem. The first thing we want to do is to understand that children differ when they are in different environments. And so it is not automatic that because you taught some students elsewhere who showed tremendous understanding in what you taught doesn't mean that every other student should do same. So it shouldn't be surprising at all. First, you want to let the children understand and see you as their friend. Someone in a position they can learn from. You should be able to make in them or of them proteges of you. There should be people who can look up to you, that you will impact them. That's the first thing. That is to say, buying them to their side. Second, you must also make sure what you are teaching is relevant to them. The fact that you have a topic that you are teaching doesn't mean you should roll out notes and expect them to understand. They are not, robots. You need to understand how they learn, how they play, how they listen, how they relate. You also want to look at the language, the mode of instruction. So there are so many reasons. So I think that it's quite blankety. It's quite blankety to say they don't understand because this or that. I think that it has to do with also even the approach to the teaching. There's what we call eclecticism. Sometimes you need to blend the teaching methods. I don't want to be too technical here. But basically, the teacher must understand what it is that is preventing the children from understanding the concept. Sometimes the concepts are too difficult for them to understand. And sometimes you also have to ask other teachers. For example, I am on a platform with other teachers. Anytime I teach and I realize the lessons they don't go well, it's an assessment of my own teaching method. All I have to do is to go to the platform and say, guys, I'm teaching this topic in class so and so. What are the suggestions you can give me? And it's always the case that you get people giving suggestions, like we are doing right now.
Right.
If the teacher does that with every topic, you will surely get a student to themselves. But first, that camaraderie must be created between the student and the teacher.
Okay.
Because there can't be that gap.
Okay.
The student must be your friend.
Pakojo,
Also, yes.
what role do the parents play in this scenario?
Well, I mean, it goes without saying that every parent has their own. I mean, I have said that on Eden's program, I've said that teaching a child is like a triangle. There's a child, the school, and the parent. Now, supervisory role or supervisory role at home. But the point is that in this day and age in Ghana, where the vicissitudes of time don't allow us to be at home, you have mommy going to work, daddy going to work. Both of them come home around, let's say, 7 p.m., a time when a child will basically be getting ready for bed. What do? And there's a way to get involved parents in this. One, invite parents to PTA meetings and get them to understand their roles. Sometimes you'll be surprised to know that some parents don't know their roles. They think that once they pay the school fees, that is it. And it becomes the teacher's job to do the rest. But that is so wrong. So parents should pay visits regularly to the school. Sometimes when children even see that their parents are coming to the school, they probably think you are coming to report them to their teachers about what you do at home. It has a psychological advantage on the children. So it's all involving, but honestly, it is not a one-size-fits-all thing.
Okay.
But the first thing is that the teacher must see the children or the students as his or her own and be able to mentor them along the right lines.
All right. Good stuff. Thank you so much, Paco Joe. We're grateful for your thoughts as well. You can WhatsApp us on 055 Hello.
Hello.
Welcome, sir.
Yes. Good evening, Lexis.
Good evening, bro. What's your name?
Claude.
Okay, Claude. Let's hear you.
Yes, Lexis. To get children in JHS to talk and contribute to discussion, sometimes the teachers have to put them in smaller groups. If you have a topic you've discussed, then you group them. If a class of 30, maybe 6 in a group, you appoint maybe a group leader, somebody who will take like a secretary. So when you leave them in that atmosphere, you see them talking. Then after that, they come and do a presentation, maybe 2 or 3 of them. Once you get them in those small groups, they build their confidence. I'm telling you, they'll start talking. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
That's another remedy to get them to talk. Among themselves, they'll talk.
Okay.
In the presence of teachers or sometimes parents. But once you are able to get them talking in their peer and they build their confidence, then you are done.
Okay. That's
Thank
a
you
good
very
one
much.
too. Thank you so much. I'm grateful that you shared your thoughts with us. Now, lots of very interesting messages also coming here. I like the way the community is helping to shape this narrative, this conversation. Annie says, Lexis, he should watch like Stars on Earth. He should teach them how they will understand, move the lessons from the regular teaching system. Annie, thank you. Hello.
Hello, Lexis.
Hi, dear. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Nice. What's your name?
My name is Owusua.
Owusua, thanks for coming by. Talk to me.
So, Lexis, I want to tackle the role of the parents at home.
Okay.
It really beats my mind that a lot of parents leave everything to the teacher. Even on the weekends, we seem to be preoccupied with a lot of social activities. So let me share with you what I do with my kids. So on Wednesday, the kids reopened. By weekend, when I know that today, there's a lot of active learning going to start, we have a schedule. And so we live quite far away in a traffic-prone area, so we'd usually get home at 6:30. By the time we're done with homework, everybody is exhausted. Bedtime is 8 p.m. But on the weekend, there's a timetable for learning. And so everybody knows that on Friday when they come from school, hallelujah, it's TV time. We can relax. But on Saturday morning, after 10:30, when everybody has had breakfast, had their shower, at 11, learning starts till 12:30. And then lunch is ready. So we take a break, have lunch, and then, stretch a little bit. And then we come back to learning at 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock till 5. And then we break at 5 or 5:30 and then have dinner. And then after dinner time, it's shower time. You can watch TV again, and then we get to our bed, ready for sleep. But because sleep doesn't come quick, everybody is on their bed. So on Saturday, you read a storybook before bedtime while on your bed. And then on Sunday night, we read any subject for Monday. So yesterday, for instance, 3 of the kids, one read science, another read literacy, and then the other read, social studies, something else. So then I teach them that you are ready for Monday's lesson. And so when the teacher, puts, does the studies and then puts forward a question, you are far ahead in understanding the topic than your friends. So you can answer, and it's good to participate. So that is how we prepare for Monday.
Wow.
And so that's what I do in my home. And I think that if even both parents, are active, and one of them should, sort of retire, because I think that if the husband goes to a function, he's representing Mr. and Mrs. So, right?
Right.
And so it's not all activities that both of us have to be present and then leave the children at home on Saturday, on Sunday. I think it's a bit too much.
Okay.
So if it's a naming, the lady can go. If it's a funeral, the gentleman can go. And then there's at least constantly somebody at home, a parent at home with the children. Otherwise, we're leaving them in the care of house help. And what they do is to manage, them with their eating and whatever, and safety at home.
Yeah.
But they cannot help them in their learning. And they are paying so much.
Also,
So
I think
that's my 2 cents.
that's a very lovely contribution. We're grateful that you shared.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ozua. All right, 0302216541. What are your thoughts as well? Hello?
Lexis.
Yes, sir. How you doing, bro?
Yo, I'm cool.
Nice. What's your name?
Kale, this is Robert from Suyani.
Okay, Robert. Thanks for coming by. Talk to me, Robert.
Yeah. Kale, Momo is MTN Momo is 15 years.
Absolutely, 15 years of good service to Ghana.
MTN,
Yeah.
we have to specially thank them for from space phone to Ariba to
Yeah.
what now MTN. Okay.
Yes.
The
Do you-
night calls, the opportunity, the red carpet opportunity they gave us in free night calls.
The yellow carpet opportunity, you mean?
No. Mine was red carpet.
Okay,
Mine
I
was
hear.
red carpet. Now did you get yellow carpet?
Mine was yellow carpet. Anyway.
The night calls was something.
Awesome.
And all that. Charlie, that's it. And they have done us good.
Right. So your thoughts on our issue today?
Oh, the issue. Lexis, you know something? Let the teachers teach them Lexis and structures. You know that thing?
Yes, I'm listening. Go ahead.
They teach them Lexis and structures. Once it has your name in it, nano diasa, they will learn. Lexis, that one, we did it. We did it, or we didn't did it.
we did it. Thank you.
We did it.
All right. Thank you. Have a good day as well. All right. Thank you. 0302216541. Let's hear your thoughts as well. All right. Hello.
Lexis, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, brother. What's your name?
William from Goma.
William, thanks for coming by. Let's hear you.
My brother, this topic is not an easy thing. I've been teaching since 1990 something. How I stopped at a point. I moved to other things. But you see, what we are discussing here is multifaceted. You have to look at, first of all, the social strata of the students. If you are talking about students in the well-endowed schools, the Sikafor children, their schools, whatever strategy you use would definitely not work perfectly like that if you're talking about children in Oyanfo Kidis Dama school. Don't forget also that the environment counts, where they stay, the economic environment of their parents. Some of these children, they will have to help their parents to sell, and you know what I'm talking about.
Right.
Very good. Before then, you're talking about the psychological and physical makeup of the children. These are teenagers. Almost some are less than teenage, some are teenagers, and what they are going through. So, as a teacher, he has to consider all these aspects, and then he can inform how he will tune his teaching method to suit or make the children responsive. Because if I tell you something, teaching is simple. If I tell you something and you grab it and you understand, I have taught you. If you don't, teaching has not taken place. And you see, our educational system is such that cue, pour, pass, and forget, or remember, whichever. And if we use the younger teachers now who came from that background are using same or similar thing to teach our children who are coming up, it is not helping. So he will have to devise methods. Look at his class. Look at his students. Who they are, what are their backgrounds. And then he will have to strategize or retune his teaching strategy to suit and make his children responsive to his teaching. That, I think, will help him.
Okay.
But others too can come up with other advice for him or other suggestions for him.
I
that
mean,
will help him as well.
you've actually spoken about the analysis bit, but you've really not given us a strategy to use, if you understand what I mean.
Oh, okay.
Because
okay. So
analyzing
I get you.
the social
One
structure
strategy
is one.
he can use.
Uh-huh.
One strategy he can use is what we term as I think someone made that point earlier, inclusive teaching. So that instead of making them like teachers stand, give topic, everybody talk some or whatever, he can come up with he can use the strategy that will make them to think. So more or less like a project-based
Right.
learning, study type, where everybody now will have to come up with something.
Yeah.
As he said, as the other guy said, someone said earlier, group work.
Yeah.
You make your input into the group. 1 or 2 or 3 persons make presentations. Their own friends query them and stuff. That can be tried as well. Yeah.
Okay, good stuff. William, thank you so much for your thoughts, yeah?
Thank you, my brother.
Ola from Spintex says, Lexis, these are my inputs. First of all, give them an incentive to speak. Involve the school authorities, involve the parents, call them by name to answer, put them in teams, give them projects and let them make presentations. Rotate it till everyone has had a chance to talk. I teach. And that's from Ola. Thank you. I'm grateful that you shared this. All right. Let's see who's here too. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, hello, Lexis.
Yes, sir. Welcome.
Thank you. This is George from Adenta.
George, welcome. Let's hear you.
Yeah. Education is child-centered. Education is child-centered. That's one thing you should know. Then 2, the child learns from what we call concentric approaches. What do I mean by that? They learn from the known to the unknown. So, for instance, let me give you a small scenario before I tell you this. If the child is delivered, the first name the child mentions is a man. Then the next one is a dad. Then he or she tries to mention the names of their siblings. Then eventually outside. That's what we call concentric approach. They learn from the known to the unknown. Okay, putting that aside, what you should do more is that these days the syllabus, the current curriculum that we are using, it's not unlike the theory aspects some of the initial colleagues said. This time it's more applied. For instance, in social studies, they may give you a picture of an area that is dirty. And the child has to see that, no, this place is a very dirty place. And they may ask you a question. What do you think the area looks like? For instance, you see the place looks like a slum. If it's a slum, what are the effects? What are the causes of those slums? You understand? So some of these things, the child must create that picture in the head. So we must, sometimes it's difficult, but living in a rich area and teaching some of these things, what you normally do is I use pictures and videos to teach some of these things. So I think parents must assist their children more at home rather than the school. The school is good. Nobody's saying the school is not good. It's the best. But the fact is that when they come out, they need to be assisted for them to have this broad mind in order to think for themselves and not only theory aspect.
Okay.
That's my take on it.
All right, George. I think that's a very wonderful input as well. I'm grateful. 0302216541. I'll take one more call and then we can wrap up the conversation. This has been very, very informative. I can put it that way. It's been a very good discussion, and I think that all these suggestions are very great suggestions, and it will be very helpful to our teaching fraternity. Let's see who's here. Hello.
Hello. Yeah, good evening, Lagos.
Bro, kindly turn on the volume on your set for me, okay? Please.
Okay, it's okay now.
What's your name?
Yeah, my name is Emmanuel. For Emmanuel from Teshin.
Okay, Emmanuel, let's hear you.
Yeah, Lagos. I'm very happy for this program you are doing this afternoon. Lagos, right now, our children in the SS, the playing is too much. Lagos, I want to ask the parents that when the children go to school, they didn't give them money for transport. You will see these children on the street for a leak. They will be there for money up to 10 o'clock something. When are they going to reach the school and they start classes? Another, the second thing is you can say in your people so that they should go to the schools and find out that how many essays have textbooks in the schools. Like one of the callers said, the time we are in school, they tell us in groups, but right now all these things are not there anymore.
Okay.
Because there are no textbooks in the school for children to use it and learn.
Wow.
Everything they say phone. How can the children use phone to learn? They will leave the work, then they'll go to another page.
Yeah.
To go and do their own thing there. We are begging.
Okay.
They should bring back the textbook.
Okay.
So that we can help to the children to learn. And every school, in our time, we have one or two teachers. All the school was afraid of that teacher. That if you do something wrong, they will face you. But right now, the teachers, they are equal like the students, so they do anything they want.
Okay.
They should make sure that they themselves first will put discipline.
Okay.
Into themselves.
I get you, bro. I get you. Thank you. Very, very solid points you've also made. Thank you so much, yeah? I'm grateful.
Playing for the children of the future.